You are now tuning into Two Kids from the Bronx podcast.
Two Kids from the Bronx.
Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, Two Kids from the Bronx.
Ow!
The official podcast of 12by6.com.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
For now.
For now, we got some more things cooking, you
We're
know?
open, guys.
Yeah. Send in your applications, you know? 'Cause we really not trying to work that hard, you know? We don't mind if you don't.
You know?
We get some.
It's not set in stone, right? We ain't signed no. This is the handshake agreement of 12by6.
We will sell out. We can be any website's official podcast. You know? Oh man, you know, we're recording live on a Friday night. Cold night in the Bronx. Man, it's
Summer's over, man.
yeah,
it's
man.
all the way over.
I'm not ready for this winter, man.
It might be a cold one,
Yeah.
man.
Walking over here, I was freezing, man.
It's cold. It's
Yeah.
cold. You know, last year it was kind of, warmish, off and on, up and down, but now it's just been straight cold.
Yeah.
We ain't had this in a long time.
Oh, yeah. It came out of nowhere. Last week was 80 degrees. Like it's just insane. Like
It's gonna be 70 next week too.
yeah,
It's crazy.
the world's all
They're
messed up.
trying to kill people off.
It's all messed up, man. It's alright, man. No way. Trump gonna be president. He's gonna fix all this. Global warming. He's gonna, come to the conclusion it's a myth. No such thing under the Trump presidency. Oh man, but let's kick it into the music world, Taj. A lot of new music came out.
A lot.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't gotten this much new music in a long time.
No.
Like it's been fairly quiet, and then boom, everything comes out. We were supposed to record this podcast yesterday. I'm actually glad we didn't.
Yeah.
Things kind of worked out. We couldn't link up, but it was actually a good thing, I would say, because Dream Chasers 4 dropped last night. And some of your initial thoughts, Taj, on Meek. This is really like the first Meek body of work since the Drake.
Yeah.
It's been like a little over a year, I would say.
We've all been waiting for
Yeah.
this. This is what we all been waiting for, right?
Like a year and a half. Yeah, definitely. And I'll be, before we kind of go into it, I want to say like, this was such a big project for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like even though it's a mixtape,
100%.
even though it's a mixtape, exactly 100% agree. This was like, dude, you got to come back with it. And what'd you think, Taj?
Honestly,
Yeah.
nah. I think I've heard the album in full about maybe like 2.5 times, and then on shuffle. And honestly, I think he killed it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like this album is probably it's better than Dream Chasers 3, which I think is what was his best Dream Chasers album.
That
and
was
I
the
think-
one the last summer, right? That was,
After the last one, and I think
Yeah.
that was his best like official studio album. And I think this one tops that one. Like he, like on this album, everything is crisp. The production, he sounds good. The features, like it's just like the last Dream Chasers. I don't know what happened from 1, 2 to 3, but it's he got to the place where he figured out how to make like full sounding like good albums. It's not just one. It's not just like just street. It's a good balance and
Yeah.
it sounds good. And he got a lot of young rappers on there. A lot of the guys that are coming up.
Yeah, so
I
they
was
got
surprised for that Don Q.
Don
feature.
Q. Yeah, that won't call me by surprise. That got to be a recent one.
Yeah.
Like 2-3 months, like maybe 2-3 months ago. Like, yo, I gotta get this young boy on.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah. So it is official album, right? I think I made a mistake. I said it was a mixtape.
Nah, this is an official
It's an
album.
official album, right?
You think Nicki getting on the mixtape?
That's true. You're right. You're right. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Yeah. Nicki ain't getting on no mixtape. You right. Dude, I mean, I was listening to it on the way over here. I think I got about maybe 8 or 9 songs in, and then just the way it starts off. I like the way it starts off. I think it's on the regular, like with that beat, like
with that same.
Oh my bad. Look, my phone is playing it right now. You see me? I got my phone on, but that was an accident. But yeah, like just the way he starts off, like you know, it's
The same sample he used
exactly,
in the other ones. And
exactly, yeah.
just flipped it a different way.
I think he came back strong. Like I said, I'm about halfway through the album, but you know, I like what I've heard so far. You know, he definitely, from what I've heard, you know, he understands the magnitude of this project. You know, I think he has a couple lines where he's like, you know, it's outstanding how I'm still standing.
Yeah.
When he said that, that kind of really like stuck out to me. Like he, you know what I mean? Like it is crazy like that he's still around. You know what I mean? Because you would think like off of what, you know, how the battle was perceived that, you know, Meek will be done. Like that's it.
Yeah, crushed.
You know what I mean? And it's like he's still relevant. People still mess with him. He had one of the top rap albums last year, through Billboard, I believe. I think it was Billboard. Yeah. So
Got the award.
you know, he really understood the magnitude of this project. I'm glad he kind of took his time with it. You know what I mean?
100%.
The beat selections are really solid so far from what I've heard. You know, I can't wait to hear the rest of it. Let me ask you this, Tosh. Meek, right?
Yeah.
Is he back on this? That's it. 100. Do you put all that stuff on the back burner? The Drake stuff?
I do.
Yeah.
But you're talking about the mainstream, the people, I don't know. Like, you know, with the internet, you don't know. You know, people just like, you know, people just here for the jokes. So who knows? Like, but I'm gonna say this, like, for me, I think for anybody that really listens, you know, to rap and all that, you know, you can't help but respect this album. Like, it's solid.
Yeah.
But I think this album's solid from the first track to the last track. You haven't heard the whole thing yet, but this one, he killed it.
Nah, honestly, like I said, I'm only maybe like eight songs in, halfway through, and I'm already prepared to say like, you know, even if the other half of the album, I think it's only 14 songs, so like I'm a solid 50% in. Even if the rest of it is not as strong as the first half, I'm prepared to say Meek is, in my books, officially back.
He got a bunch of bangers on there.
Exactly, yeah. I can already see it. And like you said, you know, we need this. We need this trap. He's one of the trap guys who can rap. He's one of these hard hood guys who can rap. And it's like, we need this. And it's like, I find, after hearing that first song, you know, I find myself rooting for him. Because now he's the underdog. Like the legit 100% underdog. And I really find myself rooting for him. And I want to see him win. I definitely want to see him win. I like the features on it.
Features are good. Even he got the joint with Lil Uzi Vert. I even like that joint.
The way he's like, we dress different.
Yeah.
I respect him saying we dress different. I'm not like, when I heard that, I was like, yeah, at least he at least Lil Uzi Vert, you know, realizes, you know, like we not the same person.
They different,
but I mean, I get it. Like he's trying to put a young Philly kid on because Lil Uzi Vert's from Philly. You know what I mean? And it's like he kind of put what I like about it is like he put Uzi Vert on a song with Nicki. So it's like,
that's
so
a good look.
It's a good look, but it's like I feel like, you know what I mean, like you get two features out in one song. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's not like you're doing one song with Lil Uzi Vert where it's like then he got a song with Uzi and then he got a song with Nicki. So it's like he
got another one, Nicki, though.
Oh, he got two with Nicki.
He got another one, Nicki.
Even better. I'm not mad at that. People don't get mad when Jay makes song with Beyonce.
Nah, you can't get mad.
But I could already see people like, oh, he needed Nicki on it to sell. Like that's what's gonna be mad with the internet because they're gonna be like, he need a Nicki.
But yeah, they'll try that, but you know, it's not like he pushed. He doesn't push those songs like he had Nicki on DC3. He ain't, that song was not the leading single. It came later. But you know, they're gonna say what they're gonna say. But the album is solid.
Well,
100% solid.
You know what's funny is like I was like, damn, when like the third song I saw he got like Tory Lanez in there. I was like, yeah, of course Tory was gonna pop up on this album.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you know Tory don't like Drake at all.
Of course, it's like, yeah, of course I'm getting on there. You know?
Yeah, like I got you. He probably didn't even charge him or nothing. He did that off the strength, like just straight up.
Tory Lanez threw some shots too on that song.
Yeah,
I can't remember, but he definitely threw some shots.
Yeah,
he did a little slick metaphors. Mentioned 40 a couple times. Yeah,
good
some shots.
Good. I'm glad. You know, I'm glad because you know what, Taj, I'm starting to get tired of Drake, man. I'm really starting to get tired of this guy, man. Like, you know what? Like, you just can't do whatever you want. You're not untouchable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like his arrogance may lead to his downfall. You know what I mean?
Drake is the guy. Honestly, I was looking back at all the podcasters from this season 2, all 10 episodes.
Yeah.
we've mentioned Drake.
Good.
I'm pretty 100% sure we've said Drake in each and every episode.
It's because he, you know what it is, but it's like we talk about music a lot, so it's like we can't not come to Drake. You know what I mean? Like we can't like not come to him. But it's like like you said, you know, we get tired of it to a certain extent. You know.
Yes.
You know, side note, we've been killing it in season 2 right now.
Yeah, that's a good season.
It's been a good season right now. You know.
It's the best season.
Yeah, not to toot our own horn, but you know we've been kind of, you know, crushing it. Oh man, you know, well, you know what, Taj, you said it. We spoke about Drake almost every episode. It's time to speak on Drake again.
It's only right.
It's only right. In typical Drake fashion, you think he knew Meek was coming out with something this week?
Yeah, I think he got wind of it.
He got wind of it, right? So about a day, was it like maybe 2 days? I think it was the day the NBA season started. It was that Tuesday night. I remember watching the Cavs game. Drake released, was it 3 or 4 songs?
Yeah.
I guess these songs didn't make his upcoming album. So he let him out. Of course, like you said, you know, he probably had when Meek was coming out with something, so he decided to, you know, kind of do a preemptive strike to a certain extent.
Flex a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So he dropped, was it 3 or 4, Tacha?
He dropped 1, 2, 3.
3 songs.
3 songs.
Now.
And a feature on somebody. So 4.
4.
Yeah.
And he does this every now and then. Like I remember a couple years back, he did like, you know, whenever his albums are coming, he just drops a couple songs just to. I mean, Hotline Bling, remember, like Hotline Bling.
Yeah.
So he likes to do stuff like that. But yeah, like, are these just like regular Drake songs? You know, like, were you excited with, you know, for these songs?
The one that he released as like precursors to his next I don't know if it's a mixtape or album that's coming in January. They typical Drake songs to me. When I heard them, I was like, yeah, this is Drake. You know, it's one way he's rapping. He even put 21 Savage on there to validate it or whatever. And then the other one, he's doing some kind of off-key, high-pitched singing thing. So it was like, yeah, that's Drake's formula. One for the streets and one for the ladies and light-skinned guys.
I will say he is consistent.
Yeah.
He
sticks to it.
Yeah.
But then he dropped the one that he hasn't put out for you to just add on your Apple Music if you have that. The 2 Birds, 1 Stone.
Ooh. Now this song, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I literally heard it like maybe like 10 minutes before the podcast, before we started recording. Just the track alone, like really kind of like caught me. Like 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah. That
What
title.
you trying to do here, Drake?
Saying I don't even need to waste. I don't need to waste any more ammo.
Word.
Take you out with one.
Take you out. That's it. That's like the Jay when he did Mobb Deep on Takeover.
Yeah.
He just gave him like 2-3 bars.
That's it. The rest of you only get half a bar.
That's the best you gonna get, half a bar. Yeah. That was boss right there. That was a boss move right there.
So this track, you know, so if you heard it, you know that, you know, everybody speculated because, you know, Drake doesn't say names, but you know pretty much that he's talking about Pusha T, and he's talking about his buddy Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
With the Pusha T side of it, they're saying, you know, it's them because Pusha T just dropped a video in like a little single called HGTV, where he pretty much sends shots, like, you know, he
at
sends
Drake,
shots at Drake, but he always sends shots at somebody. But he pretty much he's like, you know, some along the lines of people that now people are questioning your pen and all that, and, you know, people arguing over melody. Pretty much he's like making light of Drake or whatever. Like, that's nothing. Like, that's not a big deal. You're not worried about stuff like that. So I guess Drake took offense to that because this came right after that. And the whole thing with Cudi happened when Cudi went on the rant.
With Kanye and Drake,
you know, saying, you know, if you have like 30 riders, you can't be top 5.
Which is true. I agree.
And that's another conversation, though. But yeah, 100%. So here we are. With 1 stone for 2 birds.
Now, before we get into this, right, Taj, you know, last podcast we talked about Kanye's rant.
Yeah.
How he, you know, wants to make songs with Drake. Pretty much he loves Drake and the big machine, Apple. and Jay and Tidal, all that's getting in the way of him making songs with Drake. Isn't Pusha T the CEO of good music? Or like the president or something like that?
He's the president.
Yeah, right?
He is the presidente.
And to a certain extent, even though Cudi and Kanye had their little riff, Ye and Cudi are boys.
Difference again.
Exactly. So why is Kanye cool with Drake throwing jabs, throwing shots at them?
So with that specifically, I think that kind of go with like me, like Kanye's like, you know, me and Cudi had our issue, but that's my guy. We fixed it. I don't think Kanye knows or knew about Kid Cudi and Drake's beef like that. So I think like, the same way we seeing this happen right now, he's seeing it happen, and now he's in a place like, what?
What? I didn't even know this was going on.
Two of my best bros. One of my best bros fighting. Maybe I could try to fix it, but I think he pretty much was caught off guard too. Like he didn't know. I don't think he knew for sure that they didn't like each other the way that they don't like each other, because it's evident. And it's even been more evident today. Like, you know, they don't like each other.
They just not like messing around at all.
And it's Drake saying, I think Drake's whole thing was that Kid Cudi's been saying disrespectful things to him, and it stems back to like interview Kid Cudi had on Arsenio's show when they came back on for like a couple months, and he was basically like that he birthed Drake in a sense, like, you know, like they stem from him, like Drake and all the other guys, whatever.
I'm not mad at that. Honestly, I'm not really that mad at that comment to a certain extent. Like, he feels like he influenced them. I actually read something where like one of the Kid Cudi's managers, like when this song came out, he's like, Drake used to beg us for a feature.
Ooh, yeah, no, his manager was going in on Drake. Yeah, he was saying things like, "Yo, Drake is corny and all that." That's when Cudi came after, like today, I think, like he snuck out of rehab or something to get some Wi-Fi, and he was just like, Drake's off, whatever. Or Drake got to say it to his face, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I guess he's gonna throw the hands or something. I don't know. Listen,
I like it. I like it. Honestly, I like it. You know, it's
because I think there was a big controversy about what Drake said, pretty much making light of Kid Cudi's depression and him going back into rehab and all that, and how Drake shouldn't have said that. That he took it
cross the line.
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, I don't like Kid Cudi. I don't like his music. I don't like his face. I don't like Kid Cudi at all.
I don't like his style. I don't like his face.
I don't like nothing about Kid Cudi. So I enjoy the lines that Drake delivered. But if you guys can believe me, being totally, you know, objective, it's not a big deal. Like when you hear, like, I actually had read about the controversy before I even heard the song.
Yeah.
So then once I heard the song, it was like, all right, they made this a way bigger deal than what.
Because what Drake said, you used to be the man on the moon. Yeah. Something now you in your phases.
Now you're going through these phases.
Yeah,
so pretty much the phases line with it, they pointing out that he's making light of his depression, saying that that's just a phase he's going through.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that bad because the thing is, it's like Drake was he was responding because initially Cudi dissed him first.
Yeah, Cudi won. Yeah, what you gonna do?
So it's like he dissed him first. But I like where this is going because I feel like Cudi's like a wild card. Like,
nobody want to hear a Cudi diss track.
I do. You know you want to hear. You know you gonna listen to it.
No, I'm not.
You know you gonna listen to
Cudi
it.
don't got no bars. Cudi doesn't rap. He does that yodel thing. What's he go? Ooh. Yeah.
But you know you're gonna listen to it. Even if you even if Talab, you're gonna listen to it.
I might just Talab.
You gonna listen. You know what I mean? So it's like
Drake, I burped you. What? Where you going with this, Cudi?
Well, he slaps Drake. He said it. He said, I'm gonna see you. You gotta say it to my face.
Right, yeah. You gotta say this. I mean, I ain't mad at him saying it. You say what you want. I mean, you gotta see him.
You gotta see them.
I mean, I don't know Drake. I don't know Cudi. I don't know their demeanor. I mean, I could say I don't think, you know, either one of them are fighters. So it's not like I could say like, oh yeah, Cudi is not as swole as Drake, and you know, so Drake will beat him up. I don't know that. I don't know either one of them can fight. I don't think either one of them can. But so it's like I'm pretty sure it'd be like some weird like grappling going on. I don't know.
And then security breaks it. Bring it up.
Yeah,
bring
you
it
just
up.
see both of them with tears in their eyes. I don't know. I don't know how that goes out. But I don't want to see it. I'm not interested in that.
Dude, I mean,
Like,
I mean, well, Cudi got to get better first. He got to like get out of
I mean,
rehab.
you know, but that's Cudi. I mean, Cudi seems to be. I mean, once again, I don't like Cudi, so I'm not gonna say nice things about Cudi. But he seems like the type of guy that's the way he is. You know, always in rehab, always.
But what is he? Is he like an alcoholic or he does drugs?
He drugs. Like Drake said in the song, you know, popping perks and Xan.
Oh, perks.
And all
Okay,
that.
he's a pill
but
guy.
He's
right.
he does. He's heavy in the drugs. That's his crutch, and you know. I guess it's depressing. He's a depressed guy because you know he makes all this. I'm quoting here, guys. Great music, but it doesn't really sell. You know, except for his cult fans.
That's because Kanye
steals
steals all his good stuff.
You know, and he goes on tour and everybody comes out, whatever. But you know, so I guess that's depressing when you think you're making this great music, but it's not really equaling out when it comes to sales.
Yeah,
because it's not good. But that's a.
That's another job.
That's another thing, you know. I think and I don't know. People don't like. I don't know. Cudi is Cudi. Like I don't know. He's not interesting to me. Like I don't care. Like he's not like when it's happened. Like I didn't see the big deal because it was like okay, it's just Kid Cudi. What's interesting about a Kid Cudi and Drake beef? Like, I don't know. I don't see the interest in it. Like
do you
bars, no.
What about Pusha?
Pusha, see that's a little fun because you know that can go somewhere. You know, you're gonna hear some. Right now, we're all curious to see what Pusha's gonna say back.
But that's the thing with him and Pusha, man. I feel like we've been going at. I feel like we've been teased with this for so long. You know what I mean? Like even Pusha, what's stopping Pusha from saying Drake's name? Because he's been throwing jabs at Drake for a while, for a long time. You know what I mean? For hours, like the last.
But they've been doing it to each other. I don't know. So it's like.
It's like who's gonna say whose name first?
Well, I think this is it here.
I hope so.
Because now it doesn't matter if Drake says it because now everybody's saying like, yo, he's dissing Pusha T. Mm-hmm. So like, good thing for like social media, Twitter, I know all that stuff because now he sees everybody. We're all saying it. There's articles saying it. You know, Drake ain't gotta say it. We're telling you. He's talking about you, Pusha. So now it's like, let me get to see what he's gonna say or do. Because now he has to do something. He has to respond to it.
Pusha gotta respond, right?
He gotta respond to it. He got called out. Cudi gotta respond to it too, but I just don't. I'm not interested.
I mentioned, does Pusha stand a chance?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, he not gonna be like, I don't know. Like, Pusha don't got that kind of fan base that Drake got. Mm-hmm. But Pusha is still regarded as like one of the legends, you know, one of the OG guys.
Oh, yeah.
So he can stand on his own. But it'll put it's gonna put a lot of pressure on everybody involved.
On everybody in hip hop.
Yeah, you're talking about the whole good music. Mm-hmm. So how do you stand there? Like,
but the crazy thing is though, Pusha been throwing jabs at Jay for a long time too.
Pusha threw some jabs at Jay. Pusha been throwing jabs at Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Like,
Lil Wayne, yeah. I just feel like Pusha thinks like kind of use like as a sport. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we just. So I feel like it probably won't go nowhere.
I mean, only person I ever seen respond to Pusha T was Lil Wayne, and it was terrible.
He did something on Twitter, right? Was it like?
Nah, he made a song. He made a song, but it was bad.
Yeah, I really can't see bad. Wayne like battling anybody. Like,
it was just like
that's just not his style. Like,
it wasn't right. No, I stole it from a bar.
That one?
A long time ago. Yeah,
I like that.
This is dope.
That shit was like get the job done real quick. This shit look like, I'm not even gonna lie, this is heavy duty right here. Like, this is what you need. It gives you like the proper amount of like torque. Yeah. Like, damn, this is nice. I'm not gonna lie, I'm jealous.
Took that joint. I said, this is a nice ass.
Yeah.
Put that shit right in my
pocket real quick, right? Yeah, I need one of those around the house. I bet. Finishing Drake, right?
Alright, yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, we'll see, eventually down the road. Just kind of put a pin on the whole Drake thing. What do you think about this? We spoke about it before. Drake drops these songs. And, of course, he has 21 Savage on one of the songs.
Yeah. On Sneaking.
Yeah. And it's like, he does this thing as per usual, Drake. Gets one of the young boys up and coming. He's like, I'm gonna get him as a friend early, before he becomes an enemy. He's gonna think I'm cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's kind of getting played out, or it's like that's just Drake MO? Like it's not gonna stop.
I think at this point, people should realize what it is. But you know, it works both ways, I guess. I think for me, I'm gonna say it's played out because you see him. He's on these tracks with these dudes that you don't even. They don't even look. They don't even sound right. Drake featuring 21 Savage. For what?
Yeah.
I don't even get that. I don't even get that feature. Like y'all make totally different music, and I don't know. It's like you standing next to a dude that really does whatever you kind of pretending to rap about.
What you portray.
Yeah.
Like this is my thing too, Taj. It's like, you know, we had this conversation like who's vetting these kids and this and that. Like, you know how hard it was to get in a Hove song. You know how hard it was to get in a Nas song. You know what I mean? The OGs, like you just couldn't get on a song with these guys. You know what I mean? It's like Drake is like that. You know,
running to him.
Yeah, it's like he, you know what I mean? He goes to them. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude. Like, show a little. I don't know, like not maturity, but it's like, dude, like value your features, value yourself as an artist. Like, it's rappers in the game still waiting for a whole verse. That I'm putting years.
Yeah, but gonna get it, never gonna get it.
You're never gonna get that. Like, it's like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, why are you giving them the pass? You're supposed to be the next one up. You don't see this with Kendrick. You don't see this with Cole.
But you kind of see it with Kanye. So I kind of get it. I think that's just what he's. I don't know. I don't know. That's what these guys do now. Like,
Yeah.
There's nothing special about it no more. They looking for whatever's hot. And they making it so blatant, like, yeah, I'm gonna stand right next to him. Hello, you know. And people say, you know, oh, but Jay did that too, but not like this.
Not like this.
Nah, not like this at all. Like when Jay put J. Cole on a song, it wasn't like J. Cole was like scorching hot. People didn't know who Jay. It was still like Jay was putting J. Cole on.
Yeah, you didn't even know
who was in that. You know, really about that J. Cole's whatever shit. So when you hear them on Stars Born, for a lot of people, that was like, yo.
Like coming out party to a certain extent, yeah.
Well, who don't know who 21 Savage is?
Yeah, at this point, yeah. And I think it's with Cole, it's like he kind of said it in an interview one time. He was like, yo, I didn't even know my verse was going to make it until the album came out. He was like, yo, Jay was like, yo, you know, have spits on it. And then he didn't even tell me, like, yo, it's going to make it. He was like, yo.
Exactly. Like, yo, you're not even setting yourself up to be respected as, like, a legend, an OG. You're just gonna be like Drake. Like I'm pretty sure Drake gets on these tracks and he's like texting the dude, "Yo, this is gonna be so amazing. Yo, when we drop this, oh my God, you're so good.
One love." Hey, yo, what's up with him speaking like with the reggae accent, with the like the West Indian accent and stuff like that,
man.
Yeah,
if you had just heard the latest OVO radio, and Drake was on there, and he was talking, but he wasn't talking like Drake. He was talking like Caribbean Drake.
Yeah, come on, I don't like that,
I
man.
think that was his natural, like, dialect. Like, that's just how he speaks. It was really obnoxious and annoying.
Yeah.
Like, that's not you. Like, that's not who you were. What are you doing right now?
Yeah, I don't like that one bit, man. Honestly, man, Meek, I'm rooting for you. I'm all in.
I think Meek even said on the album, like, I feel like after the shot to Drake, where he said, like, yo, you need to step outside of your body and look at yourself.
You do. You need to. You know what it is? He's all around a bunch of yes men. I'm buying Meek Mill stock tonight, man. I'm going all in, man. I'm all in on Meek Mill right now, man. Like I'm just over Drake, man.
It's just something about it. It's too much. It's too phony, man. It took like, yo, I think, dang, I was on Twitter. Someone had tweeted something. It was, dang, what did he say? What? Damn, I'm gonna remember, but it was pretty much like, it was comparing Drake to somebody that, you know, we all used to like, and then we got to see how they are, and it just became the fact that they're annoying, like, they're not cool. I'm gonna find that tweet because it was really good. When I find it, I'm gonna blow your mind. So put a pause on that.
Yeah. No, but it's true though, man. It's true. Like, dude, like we all know you. Like, even if we didn't know you before, you know what I mean? When you came into the game, you're Drake. So it's like you can be whoever you want to be. But for the past 5-6 years, you've played this different person. Now all of a sudden, you speak with a West Indies Caribbean accent. Since when? Like, you hanging out with Rihanna too much, bro. She rubbing off on you because like you don't speak like that. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe he's trying to impress her. I don't know. It's crazy, man. All I'm saying is, Meek, I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, man. I don't get it, man. I mean, I get it. Drake is, I don't know. Nah, I don't get it again.
No,
I'm sorry.
I don't get that. Yeah, that I just don't get. I definitely am. I don't know, man.
I think it really just stems down to the fact that Drake stems from being a loser. I think it all
like a nerdy kid, a geeky kid. Yeah.
I think it all stems like everything Drake is going through now. It's like I don't know. It's like stuff that we went through when we like were like in 8th grade or in middle school, going to high school, and like he's just like he's finding himself.
Yeah, man. You know what? I can't talk.
He's just evolving into this guy.
I can't talk about this kid no more, man. I can't do it. I can't do it, Touch. You know what? I think I want to ban Drake from the next podcast. I don't want no Drake talk.
We might want to just ride this whole season out with Drake.
Yeah, right. We're gonna look back at this season like this is the Drake season, man. Oh man,
definitely the Drake season.
I just can't do it, man. You know what, Todd? Somebody else dropped some music this week.
Yeah, let's move on.
As I try to segue out of this conversation, Young Jeezy, Snowman.
Hey,
Trap or Die.
The Snowman.
Trap or Die 3. You know, full honesty, I did not hear it yet.
I also didn't hear it yet.
I want to, and that's the sad thing too. It's like, dude, it's like all this music came out, and it's like we didn't hear Jeezy. So it's like I kind of want to speak from a perspective of this. Like, do you want to hear another Jeezy album?
Yes, I feel like we spoke about this last season, season 1, guys. That's another season of the podcast. I'm definitely ready for. I'm good for another Jeezy album. And here it is. Like I've definitely felt like Jeezy has another two in the tank before I'm like, all right, I'm good with the Jeezy.
Alright, but this is alright. So then, how about this, right? Trap or Die, right? I don't know how I feel with like putting the 3 on it. You know what I mean? I feel like it puts a certain like a level of expectation on it. You know what I mean?
It does, but you know, I feel like a lot of artists feel like they gotta do that at some point. Like you just feel like you gotta. When you get to a certain point in your career, like it's like one, it's a great ass way to sell your album. Like let's just make this one again. Let's give it this title and just put like this is the sequel or the trilogy. Like this is 3.
Yeah.
You know, we get people like, oh, he back on that. Yo, G's back on that Trap or Die.
Yeah.
So like it sets the standard. Even if you don't live up to it, it lets everybody, your fans know like, yo,
it's a brand name.
This is gonna be,
yo,
this is gonna be crazy. It could be trash, but everybody's gonna feel like it has to be crazy. He just named it Trap or Die 3. He back on that bull. We've been waiting for this.
We've been waiting, man. I gotta listen to it. Probably this weekend. I'm gonna get into it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why all this music gotta come out at the same time.
It's all about finances and stuff, man. I don't know, man. That's like your field, man. I don't know. But like they all come out.
Like you're killing me, man.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
Like you really killing me. I'm looking at
Payday, man.
At the track list right now. It seems to me like he's back working with Shorty Red. I like that.
Ooh, Shorty Red.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at some of the features. Yo Gotti, French. Oh, we got Wayne on that. Okay.
I think I haven't heard it yet, but it has to be solid.
Yeah. Listen to that Trap or Die. You know one of my favorite G's is like, listen to that Trap or Die, the realest shit I ever wrote. I was like, damn, that's boy claiming the stuff that he wrote. It was the realest Trap or Die. I mean, it's big shoes to fill. I mean, you know what I mean. To be honest, I'm gonna go into it with less expectations. and just listen to it for what it is.
That's all you could do. Honestly, I think it'll be solid.
Yeah, next pod we'll have
We got a lot of great albums this week.
This week. Great or good?
We got a lot of potentially great albums.
Potentially, yeah.
But we also got we got some questionable albums that got released.
Oof. I wasn't gonna bring it up. I know where you're going with it. I didn't want to bring it up.
Man, got no choice, man.
Got no choice, man. It's the album they didn't want us to do.
Woo! But they needed to hear it.
They needed to hear.
They didn't want it, but they needed it.
Damn, Touch.
What's the game been missing?
Wash the Thrones too?
No. What's the one duo you've been waiting to get together? Your one fantasy duo that you was like, yo, if these two rappers got together and made an album, oh my God.
Kanye and Drake?
Nah, come on. Go hide now. I'm talking about rap legends.
Kanye and Hov?
Come on, no, we ain't doing that. I'm talking about legends.
J. Cole and Kendrick?
No, man, I'm talking about.
Oh, I know it is. I know. We waiting for that Rock Kim and Eric B.
No.
That's what we're waiting for.
We're not waiting for that.
Damn.
In fact, we got those already.
A new one. Damn,
I'm talking about Mr. CSI.
Damn.
Mr. 106 in Park.
Damn.
The Prince of 106 in Park. And then I'm talking about
Hop About the Bed.
Turn My Swag On.
Damn.
The $400 million man. Mr. Love and Hip Hop. Mr. Beyonce used a line in her new album from my song. I'm talking about the legend.
Soulja Boy.
I'm talking about the internet sensation.
Damn.
I'm talking about the child star.
Tell him.
I saw him on Snick. I saw him on all that. I saw him. I'm talking about Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. Tell him. These two men got together, and with their powers combined, they formed a trash can. They released a mixtape called Ignorant Shit.
Yeah. I don't know why they did it.
Because I assume somebody offered them some type of money, or they were able to convince a company to offer them some type of money to make this together. I mean, I know why Soulja did it. This is great. This is great for the Love and Hip Hop storyline. I'm in the studio working out with Bow. Why Bow Wow did it? I have no idea.
I mean, he want money, relevancy.
But he supposedly he was one. But supposedly he just retired. He just retired from the rap game.
Yo, come back like Jordan, wearing the 4-5.
Oh man,
it ain't to play games with you.
Oh man.
I mean, honestly, Tasha, I
came back wearing the 2-3 with the Wizard jersey.
Damn, keep that hung up. Honestly, I've erased all Michael Jordan Wizard memories from my brain. Like, that was just, like, I don't know what he was thinking. But, I mean, Tasha, I didn't even listen to it.
I will never listen to it.
Yeah.
But I know that they did it. I know it exists. But they're not going to trick me into listening to it for comedy. I won't do it. You won't get my click. You won't get my plays. It'll never happen.
You're done.
You know how many things I would do before I listen to Bow Wow and Soulja Boy together on one album? I listen to Kid Cudi.
Ooh, listen to J. Cole?
Man. I will only listen to J. Cole. I will throw away any other music I own and just listen to J. Cole for the rest of my life before I listen to Bow Wow and Soulja Boy.
You know what it? I mean, what they trying? I mean, I guess they have a certain amount of fans. You know, like I haven't seen a Soulja Boy fan in a while. Like, I mean, I get it. He got a lot of money.
He got,
I respect that.
Hip-hop,
yeah,
got that.
I mean, I respect that because he had a lot of money since before that. You know what I mean? Like,
internet sensation. Like, he did it big.
You know what I mean? I'm all about that, but at this
time is over.
Yeah, at this point, anything Bow Wow, Soulja Boy, yeah.
Especially Bow Wow. Like, Bow Wow hasn't had a hit. Bow Wow's last hit song. It was something.
Were we in high school still with Jake
We were
Quan?
in high school. It had to be something.
Fresh as I'm is.
Freshman F was big, but that's when he was still up there, man.
What was the ones with like?
Yeah, one with like Jagged Edge.
Well, no, he has to drink with Omarion.
That he had a whole album on Marion.
Yeah, those were big.
Like I like that album because of Marion.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I heard the album because I was like, yo, that's a Marion.
Oh, the one with Ciara. I ain't having nobody tell me something like that.
Yeah. But that was all back in high school.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we talking about the last like relevancy for Bow Wow in the music world. We talking about 10, 11, 12 years back.
Yeah, he got. I mean, you know when I really realized like Bow Wow's like music career was over. Like when I found out he was hosting 106 in Park.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, you shouldn't be hosting that. You should not be the host of a. I mean, I don't even think they have 106 in Park anymore, right? Like, the show's canceled. Or
It's
something.
done, yeah.
But like, that was like when it was on his last legs, and they were like, "I'm Mr. 106 in Park."
Like, yeah, we could use Bow Wow's a big name. We could use them. They'll watch our show. But you know, and that's it. When you start doing stuff like that, when you start hosting things, when you're like like your thing with being an artist or some kind of artist, or if you are an artist or an actor, and then for some reason you end up hosting things all the time, like we got special guest hosts, or this guy's hosting this. It's like, well, your other career is over.
Yeah, so you hit the nail on the head. Like you got to be a special guest host, like a one-off type of thing. Like
only one that gets a pass is Steve Harvey. That's because that's all he does. Is he hosts things.
Yeah. But he's cool with that. Like that's his lane. Like if you a musician or stuff, and it's like, yo, you're gonna host the Grammys one night. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But you hosting a daily
this
music
is your job.
countdown.
They give you a paycheck. Like you on payroll. Like to be an artist, like you sign contracts and you get like those big checks.
Yeah.
But when you part of the staff now, like you got like a 401k.
You going to staff meetings, like
you eligible for the insurance plan. So it's like, this is you regular now.
This is your day job.
Regular dude now.
I mean, what Soulja Boy do? He just pretty much stays home and counts his money and buys expensive things.
And he's don't love hip hop. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
damn. I mean,
this is like literally the worst.
The worst of the worst.
The worst combination of people together.
Yeah.
And it's like, anytime I see people praising the album, like on Twitter and stuff,
they ain't even listen to it. That's
it's like, that's why I don't like Twitter. Cause I feel like people just say things to get a retweet. Like to celebrities, they'll say whatever. I love this.
Yeah.
This is the best, just because they know they'll get like a retweet and a like, and it's like
that retweet is real, man. Damn.
Yeah. But let me see what Bow Wow tweeted. Just got off the line with Puff, big homie, loving the movement right now. Love you, big homie. I do admit I still swag from you. Ha 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 ha.
That's so.
What do you think that conversation actually went like?
I didn't think he called him. I don't even. I think Bow might have spoke to his assistant. Like, why would you even tweet that? Like, I feel like.
No, he might have called them. Puff might have been like, honestly, Playboy, I don't think you should be even making music. Like,
alright, but
you mourning your legacy right
yeah,
now. Good.
That's what I was just about to say. That like, Bow Wow, you really like. You have credentials that not a lot of people have. In the early 2000s, as a young artist, like, to me, you're tarnishing what you have, because it's like you're reaching for those memories that you think of when you know what I mean, when you go to bed at night. Like, he must really go to bed at night sometimes and think like, yo, and relive those memories of him selling out the Garden, you know what I mean, having millions of people scream his name, and that's a good feeling. That's great. I'm proud. Like, I'm happy for you. You should be proud of that. But stop reaching. Your time is gone. Like, yo, your time is gone. You peaked so young. That's not a fault. Nah. He's done things that I will never do in my life.
As a kid,
yo, you
crazy.
should. You even as a teenager, like, you know what I mean, like, you know, late teenager, you should be proud of that. But I feel like, why are you tweeting? Oh, Puff is proud of my movement, bro. You are somewhat of a legend. No, but you know what I mean, like, you tarnishing everything you had.
Making albums with Soulja Boy.
Nobody want to see that, man. Not at this time and age. Nobody want to see that.
No. I Bow Wow tweeted too. I mean, when the album, he was like, "Yo, it's the check this. It's the #1 album, and he tweeted the link, and it was a link to Audio Mac. It was the #1 album downloaded on Audio Mac.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay, that's it's
I
like,
don't even know what Audio Mac is, Touch.
it's just a site where you can go to download music. Like any, like if people drop random singles or whatever, or you could find like leaked albums, stuff like that. Like that's all it is. But it's not like an official anything.
Like iTunes.
No, it's not iTunes. It's not a Billboard ranking. It's nothing. It's just something strictly like for the internet.
I feel like, no lie, like that would be me and you. Like if our podcast was #1 on Audio Mac, that's something we would tweet.
Yeah.
Out. Like
exactly. I
Yeah.
thought somebody like up and comers underground dude like, yo, we're the #1 on the Audio Mac. Bam. But really, you want to do that? You want to do that, Bow Wow? That's what you want to tell people? And he said it like it was like he didn't say what #1 was. He just put the link. Like he didn't say #1 Audio Mac. He just said #1 album. Look at right here, and you click the link and it's Audio Mac. It's like, alrighty, that's amazing.
yeah, I'm done with this, Touch. I just can't. Like nobody wants to see
Look at the album cover.
Yeah, and like even the album cover, it's like an American flag with a Rolex and a gold gun. I mean, a gold Rolex. Is that? I'm pretty sure it's a Rolex.
It's a Rolex or Audemars, so I don't know.
AP. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, whatever. Some expensive watch, that one day we'll have, you know, and a gun, and it's just like ignorant shit.
I'm gonna listen to this album one day. Psych. I will never hear this album. I told y'all.
Yeah.
I don't go back on my word.
I mean, I think we in our fantasy football league, we said, you know, the loser. I think the team. I'm gonna put a thing like the team who scores the least points this week in our fantasy football league has to listen to this album and
do it. Somebody got to
and write a review. Like I think that should be a good punishment.
Got to do it.
Yeah.
Someone needs to let me know what's going on here.
Yeah. Man, you know what, Touch? We don't want to see this. We don't want to talk about this. And speaking of things that we don't want to see, it was an interesting conversation in one of our group chats this week. Everybody
I
out
need a beer for this.
Yeah, you need another beer for this? Let me give you another beer real fast. You know, now everybody out there in today's world, you know, you and your friends, I'm pretty sure you guys have a group chat. You know, if you got 3 friends, I'm pretty sure all 3 are in a single conversation. You know, now, luckily for us, we got about 10 people in our group chat. And this week, one of our friends posted something that we did not want to see. You know, we love him dearly. You know, one of our 12x6 founders. You know, he posted something, and it led to me and Touch, you know, having a conversation. Snapchat filters.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Now, me personally, I'm not on Snapchat, so I really don't know what's.
Okay.
I'm missing out on this.
Yeah, you are missing out.
Yeah, you
Definitely
know.
missing out.
I'm off the Snapchat. I'm strictly Twitter, Instagram, but apparently there's filters, and you know, I'm aware of the filter game. You know, you see the girls with the Hawaiian rose.
There you go. It's all Snapchat. Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's all Snapchat.
Not
right?
roses, but flowers and stuff like that.
With
Yeah,
the rosy cheeks and the big bright eyes.
the dog face. You know, with the tongue out,
tongue and everything.
So now one of our boys, we will not say his name, but so he posted a Snapchat with like a deer face or like a Bambi, if you will. It was some type of creature, I don't know, with like highlights and long eyelashes. Something that something that you think a girl would do. And to my knowledge, from what people told me, is some guys do this.
Some guys, and that's what, you know, we got to get to the bottom of this. Like,
you know, some guys do it as a
Snapchat
joke.
Snapchat etiquette.
Yeah. Snapchat etiquette. I like that.
We gotta. What's appropriate for men to Snapchat? Now, if you're a Snapchat person, you already know the filters. You know, sometimes they change, but you know that most of the filters are geared towards females. Like, they're clearly so feminine that you know this was made for a lady to use. You know. Like the Bambi one, the dare one that our good friend used, and you know, he had a big bright smile and the blush was on his face and he was having a ball. And then he used some other one, some goat one, which was even more. It was like the cheek got rosier and the eyes got more glowy, and it was just like,
Maybe he was trying to have fun.
Okay.
Maybe he was trying to be like ironic.
Oh, I definitely. Yeah, that's not how you do it. Wasn't worth it.
I'm playing devil's advocate here, but no.
But the thing is, he got mad at us, right?
Yeah, he got mad.
He got so mad at us.
You know what it is? I love him. I feel like he got mad. Like, you know, it's a situation where it's like, yo, I'm in too deep. I just gotta I gotta defend myself.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how group chats are. Mm-hmm. Like, if anybody listening, you've been in a group chat, it's like, it's a snowball effect. Once one person starts cooking on you, it's like, it just team up. You just team up, and then you got 2, then you got 3, and all of a sudden you got 5, 6 people just killing you in the group chat.
Honestly, I didn't even see the snap.
Yeah.
I didn't see the snap. I was at work. I didn't have time to check. And I checked the group chat, and our other boy, he put the picture up there. He just kind of just threw it in there, like, and I was like, oh no, you know, and I couldn't let that slide. Like, maybe there was something in me was like, you know what, don't even ignore it, but I couldn't let it slide. I wouldn't feel right. I wouldn't feel right as a friend to let my friend do that and not cook him. You know, to help him realize, and I cook my other boy for doing it. Mm-hmm. So how would I look to not cook you?
You look like a hypocrite.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Got no choice.
That's crazy. I have to cook you the same way I cooked my other good friends. Mm-hmm. You get no cooking pass. Yeah. Come here, get in this pot.
That's right. If anything, we are the group chat are the guardians.
Better us than someone else.
Exactly. I agree. I concur. I concur.
It's a learning experience because you'll never do it again once you get this roasting from us. Yeah.
We make fun because we love you. But you're gonna get cooked.
But you know what? I feel like, you know, maybe he doesn't get it. Maybe we gotta get a few more perspectives.
And that's the thing. I feel like we do need a girl's perspective on this situation.
See how they feel about it. Maybe they're like, you know what? I like when my man puts on the pretty face. It makes me feel good. I don't know. Let's.
I'm pretty.
Let's check it out. I'm gonna call on a friend.
Call on a friend.
Who wants to be a millionaire? I'm gonna call on a friend.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
What's going on?
I was watching a video on Instagram, but, you know, nothing important.
So you're on the podcast now, Kari. Say hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast. I think this is our first female guest.
Technically, you are the
Oh,
first.
snap.
Although my mom is a female.
Oh, that's true. You're right. Yeah. You're right. You're the second female
Yeah,
guest
that's
here.
true. So she would count.
Yeah. You're right. So the second. It's not. You know what? You shouldn't be mad at that.
I'm not.
You're the first. You're the first non-mother on the podcast.
There you go. It's a big accomplishment.
There you go. I'm honored.
So we're talking about you know, Snapchat etiquette and what's appropriate for men to use on on Snapchat filter wise.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So like, you know, how would you feel if you saw your man using like the doggy filter or the dare filter with like
or the deer filter?
Yeah, don't worry. I'm about to send you the visual so you can see, and I want your honest opinion if you saw like a guy, any guy or your man, whatever, you saw him using these two filters. I'm gonna send you like how would you feel about that? Like, would you be like, oh, that's cool, or would you be like, what?
Like, what's up?
Like, what's up with
I'm
that?
already confused when guys use like the flower filter and like the dog filter and stuff. But usually, like, they use it in like a joking manner, making fun of girls that constantly use like the dog filter and like the flower filter and all the other crazy filters that they put on Snapchat. So in that case, I'm like, oh, okay, it's just being funny, But like otherwise.
But what if it's otherwise? Like they just using it.
Right. Like if it's just you, like if you're a guy and you're just using it, that's weird. At least for me.
It's not sexy to you.
Weird.
It's not cute.
No, that's not cute. Like I don't. Why would I think that's cute?
Yeah.
At all. I don't. No.
Because their cheeks are rosy.
Like I'm thinking like if it was any of my guy friends, or let's say if it was a guy, like if it was my boyfriend that was using the dog filter like all the time, I would have to talk to him like, bro, you have to stop. You can't do that.
You gotta check them,
You
right?
can't do that.
All right,
You
so
can't
so
do that.
I sent you the pictures. They got delivered. Check them, and then.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. But like,
So give us your initial feedback on that.
but see, I have to know the context.
You
I
need-
hope that he wasn't just like snapping selfies or like just talking with the filter.
So there's no so there's selfies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh no, they can't be selfies. They can't be. No, no,
You-
no.
You need some context?
Is that-
Like, right, because it's like if you're using these filters, which is already a little suspect, but like if you're like making a joke because you know these like animal filters have like the voice changer or whatever. So if you're making a joke while you're snapping using the filter, then I'm like, oh, ha, 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 cool. But don't constantly use the filter like as a male. That's just weird. At least for me. I'm speaking for me. I don't know how other females, they might not think about it that way. They might just be like, oh, it's for everyone. Everyone can use it. It's supposed to be funny. And that's cute too. But personally, I'll just be like, all right, you got to stop. You can't do this. I don't even like when people use them all the time, but this is a little...
It's not attractive.
No. Sorry?
It's not attractive.
For me, no. No. That wouldn't be something I'd be like, oh, yes. Talk to me
Oh,
some
yes,
more.
come
Let
over.
me get his number. Oh, yeah. Like, that's not it.
Oh,
That's
man.
not it. And, like, I don't even, like, I follow plenty of guys on Snapchat, and they don't use those filters. So to see a guy use them would be like, oh, okay. Well, that's your thing. Unless, like, you...
So
unless,
that's your
like,
thing.
You know, there are some guys that are, like, you know, they are, like, I don't want to call them feminine or whatever, but, you know, they might have some... I don't even know, like, the right way to say feminine in a nice way. Well,
You wanna be
it's nice
cute.
to say feminine. But, right, like, some guys, like, are cool with showing whatever, like, not always being super masculine. So they're okay with just, you know, doing the little deer filter and talking with a little squeaky voice.
I think that answers our question.
I think we got a good
If
answer.
that's their shtick. They might be getting girls. Y'all might have to get on that.
You know what?
You know, maybe he is.
Maybe he is.
That might be a new thing. I don't know.
Heck.
If I we asked you,
Yeah.
like, would you holler? Like, would you hit him up? Like,
No,
ha ha ha
I wouldn't.
ha.
No,
If he
no,
slid in
I
your
don't find
DMs
it attractive at all.
with that face, you know.
With the dare on.
Not. No.
Well, all right. What about the goat one?
No.
Why not?
Don't do it.
Why
Don't do
not?
it. Just don't do it.
But look at the picture. Look how he's pouting his lips. Like, that's not sexy.
Don't and then, oh God, then you trying to be cute with it, like. I'm gonna admit, I'll be like, are you playing for the other team? Like, I don't know. If maybe, I don't know. Somebody might find it cute, but it's not me.
Somebody might
This is
though.
questionable.
You know? Oh man.
I mean, whatever floats in his boat, everybody else's boat, but it doesn't float my boat. My boat is sunk.
All right. You know what? I appreciate that. We appreciate that.
You're welcome. Please do not use. Don't use.
Oh, please. I would never. Oh, you have a disrespect me like that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
But thank you, all right?
Yeah, we
Thank you
appreciate it.
for chiming in, for picking up the phone call. You answered the call.
welcome.
Game of Thrones reference, guys. You answered the call, Kari. Thank you.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate you.
I can't wait to hear the podcast whenever you guys post it.
Don't worry, it'll be out real soon. You have a good night, all right?
You too.
All right, do what you gotta do.
Bye.
Well, there it is. There it is. That's from the female perspective. It felt good to have a girl on the podcast. It's like
It did.
we might have to.
We gotta get them in there for real.
Yeah, because it's like we see things from our point of view.
We gotta get the female perspective.
Yeah, I like that. And definitely, girls, when you hear this podcast, 'cause I know you all subscribe, of course.
Better.
You all listening. Put something in the comments. We want to see.
Okay, what y'all think?
Yeah, what you got? What you really think on Snapchat filters?
Mm-hmm.
We'd love to hear your perspective. As we hear from one girl, so like she said, it's only her, but I think a consensus, a majority of the women will side with her.
Yeah, I feel strongly that it'll be more of the same narrative. But we'll see,
We shall see.
We're gonna see, we're gonna drop this out there and we're gonna see what y'all see. I mean, I think, speaking on social media, since we're here,
might as
well just dance with it for a little bit. Something like Snapchat, Rosa, you don't have Snapchat, so the etiquette with Snapchat is real. There's a lot of filters, and the girls, they're usually all geared towards girls. Like that's just you can tell when you see a filter on Snapchat. Once you see like the eyes glowing and getting pretty, and then
that's not your lane, pretty much.
Yeah, like they make it clear that that's not for you fellas, but it doesn't mean you can't use it. Listen, I'm not saying no guy can use it. Listen, here over here, 2 kids from the Bronx, we do not discriminate. Tell them, Rosa.
We don't. We don't discriminate.
We don't.
We regulate.
We all believe in freedom of expression.
You express yourself.
You want to be Bambi, boy, you better be Bambi. You be the best Bambi you could be.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. This
we
is
don't
true.
care. We love it. We appreciate it. Because you got the bold. I'm not bold enough. That's what it is. I'm a weaker man.
You're a better man than me, because I can't do
that's
it.
What it boils down to. I'm just too weak to throw on the rosy cheeks.
Damn. I mean, honestly, if this is what they do in the Snapchat, I don't want to be a part of it.
Man.
Nah, but I mean, I guess, she kind of alluded to a certain extent where she's like, if you're going to do it ironically or make fun, then it's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
But I still feel like, nah, it's not your lane.
I mean, you got to really, I get it. If you like some funny guy, celebrity, or, like some viral dude trying to, But if you're just some regular Joe Schmo and you decide to throw the filter on, and your group chat decides to annihilate you because they caught you doing it, you gotta accept them. You gotta accept that. That's happening.
Yeah.
You gotta embrace that. You messed up.
You gotta pay the price.
You gotta pay the price. There's no reason I should be on Snapchat, see my homeboy Snap, and he got the rosy cheeks on. None of my guys have the rosy cheeks. Not the rosy cheeks.
Man, honestly, that's just the cost of business.
Cost of business. I mean,
you gotta.
You know what? Where we at? We're about an hour in. We can spare like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh no, there was something I want to talk about before we wrap it up. Yeah. Before we wrap it up, basketball just started. So everybody's excited. Games are gearing up. Cavs, Warriors, blah blah blah. But in all seriousness, there was a game in Philadelphia between 76ers and Oklahoma City, and the national anthem was going to be sung by I believe it's Seven Streeter or Cedar.
Oh, so Seven Streeter.
Seven Streeter, correct? Yeah. So she was gonna sing the song, and she had Our Lives Matter. I don't know if it was Black Lives Matter, but it said like Our Lives Matter shirt on it, and she was gonna sing the national anthem, and the 76ers, the organization, pretty much said, we can't let you sing that national anthem with that shirt on. So either you change your shirt or you just can't. We're not gonna let you sing the song. And very honorably, she held her ground, and she pretty much said, "Listen, I'm gonna sing the song with this jersey on, or I won't sing it at all." And then she didn't sing it, so they escorted. I don't know if they escorted out the arena, but she pretty much left or whatever, which caused a little uproar because even the players were pretty mad too about the whole situation. And this is all on the cusp of the whole. I mean, on the heels of the Colin Kaepernick situation with the knee. And the NBA commissioner Adam Silver actually came out and said he will not suspend or fine any players for protesting, which was I felt was really cool. But I guess the team decided it was at their discretion to not let the young lady perform the national anthem because she wanted to wear that shirt. I don't see the harm in her singing the national anthem with that shirt, Taj.
There's no harm in that. That's just the bottom line of it. There was no harm in her singing the national anthem with that shirt on. It would have changed nothing. It's her right to wear that shirt, to express herself and still respect the flag. She's doing it in her way. She's protesting in her way. Everybody has that right. So for the Sixers to tell her, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't perform with that shirt on. I'm sorry, you can't go out there." That was absolutely wrong. It was unconstitutional.
Mm-hmm.
It was racist.
That it was.
It was discriminatory. It was all of these things, and it was like it. I mean, it really put the 76ers organization in a bad light.
Yeah, it did. And I'm looking up right now. The shirt said "We Matter."
Yeah.
And as I'm looking up right now, they actually rescinded that, and they put out an apology.
Yeah, I'm reading that now.
And
put out an apology.
yeah, and they invited her back to sing.
So their statement was, after receiving feedback from our players, basketball operations staff, and owner group, we believe that the wrong decision was made, and 7 should have been welcome to sing. We apologize to her, and in an effort to move the conversation forward, we have reached out to offer her an opportunity to return and perform at a game of her choice. We are waiting to hear back.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy how much of a disconnect, and it just goes to show you like how far all worlds are from somebody who owns a basketball team or like the upper management of a basketball team. Wow, it's like where they don't even realize the magnitude of the situation, or they just can't connect to it until there's media and some sort of backlash. You know what I mean? And they have to fix what they did. But it's like that. The initial reaction that they had is the way they truly felt, and it's now
whoever runs things in the stadiums on the spot. That's how they felt right there.
Yeah,
you can't do that. So after the players were like, "Yo, that's messed up," and then after the operation staff was like, "That's messed up," and then after the ownership group was like, "Yo, you about to mess up our money."
That's what it comes down to. Yeah.
Then they said, "Okay, we made a mistake, and now we gotta fix it."
Yeah, and it's like now they want to backtrack. It's like, I don't know, man. It's such a joke to me, man. Like it's just pathetic. Like the amount of disconnect. I don't know, man. Like it just goes to show you that no matter what's really going on, like we are so far from the upper. You know what I mean? Like these people are, millionaires and stuff like that, and owners, billionaires, owners of these teams, and it's like, they really can't connect.
Not at all. I mean, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
They're not really talking about people.
Different worlds.
Yeah, they're in a whole another world.
Yeah.
You have to drag them down the sea, and they go, "Oh, yeah, that's stupid."
Yeah. But the thing is, you have public relations and media relations set for situations like this, and it's like all for a T-shirt. You know what I mean? Or that say "We Matter." I don't know, man. It's just, it just kind of reinforces that thing where it's like, I'm all with Kaepernick, taking a knee, still taking a knee. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
All this type of stuff, just to raise awareness, because me and you, and even people who listen to this, we are in this kind of like bubble of like Black Lives Matter, and it's like everything that happens, it's magnified in our world, but it just goes to show you how minute, how small, how small this thing really is to somebody who is a billionaire.
And a whole nother
Like, it just doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? Like, that's the furthest thing from their mind. And it's like, it's two different worlds, man.
That's the game.
That is the game.
But that's a whole nother kind of podcast.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it was a good pod. We ended it on a, but it's like, we gotta talk about it, though,
Yeah.
We'd be wrong if we didn't bring it up.
No choice but to. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Definitely another good podcast in the books, man. Season 2, we said in the beginning, we're rolling right now. I think we found a good space. We're in a good zone right now. Yeah. Once again, you know where to find us. Twitter, Instagram, 2 Kids from the Bronx.
2 Kids from the Bronx.
Go check out 12by6.com.
It's a good site, guys.
Yeah. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you want to talk about. Let us know, any upcoming artists.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Send us your songs. We might interview, maybe.
Why not? If it's worth it.
We gotta vet you guys. That's what it is. We're not interviewing anybody.
Betting all you guys.
Yeah,
We gotta stand by our talk. We gotta walk the walk.
I said, don't let us get an advertiser, cause then you think we tough now? Don't let us get no advertising dollars, man.
Let me see a check.
Oh man. Well, guys, until next time.
I'm Taj Boom. That was Jay Rosa. Peace.
Make sure to hit the follow button on our SoundCloud and follow us on Twitter at 2 Kids from the BX.